I'm Kerry Peters, a recognized thought leader in the Microsoft Dynamics community and a Microsoft MVP for business applications. Welcome to the Get Your New View podcast. Keep listening to learn how we work with frustrated Business Central and NAV users who struggle to use their system and find the answers that they need. We teach them to truly understand how the system can support their business processes to make immediate and lasting improvements. As a result, they get more done in less time, make better business decisions, and even love their system.
I'm Kerry Peters, the CEO of New View Strategies, and I'm going to talk with you all about the Consultants Accelerator training program. Let's start by taking a quick look at what people are doing with traditional training today. You might recognize some of these things that you've done with functional consultants at your organization. And unfortunately, these techniques don't work. We know that learners forget 70% of what they learn within 30 days, and adult attention spans are actually falling. You know already that your SMEs don't have time or experience as trainers, but they're your most experienced people who know what to do. So what else can you do? If you apply a few numbers to the cost of training a functional consultant, you can see that there's quite a bit of cost involved in the time that they may spend with watching videos, studying for exams, shadowing, and don't forget about the time that that senior consultant is spending to train them as well. So if you're spending about $90,000 of time to train them, in addition, you're also spending about $70,000 plus $28,000 of salary and benefits. This is a significant investment that you're making. Once these consultants have passed the first 6 months of training, they will likely only be realizing 25% utilization until they've built their skills even more and can be assigned to more complex projects. The difference with traditional training and what we have with New View training is that we are able to move functional consultants to a much faster rate of utilization. We already know that with traditional training, a functional consultant might only be utilized at 25% the first year, 50% the second year, and 75% the third year. And over a 3-year time frame, this means that a 3-year profit for a new employee is only going to be about $130,000. When we look at training with New View's Consultants Accelerators, we know that we can estimate that a new functional consultant can reach 75% utilization by the end of their first year because of this training. And this means that a company realizes a 3-year profit of about $240,000, which means that these functional consultants can be more fully utilized twice as quickly. Don't listen to just what I'm saying. I'd like for you to see what a few of our recent students are saying about this training.
It was 14 weeks of excellent education, discussion with both the instructors as well as the other attendees. I couldn't wait for each Monday to come around for us to take our class. The goals and outcomes that I hope to achieve after attending the accelerator was to fill in the blanks. I knew 𝗬𝗲𝗄𝗏 enough, but there were a lot of blanks that I didn't know what the best way of doing something is or how to go about doing it, because sometimes the documentation may be lacking. The quality and relevance of the materials that were provided, again, were outstanding. They were always spot on with what was needed to understand the different areas of the application. And again, the instructors were top-notch. The length of the course was perfect. It allowed us an opportunity to dig deeper into areas that would normally be just glossed over on a shorter duration class. The skills that were attained from the course were following almost weekly to what I needed to do at one customer. It became an ongoing joke within the thing. It's like, perfect, this is exactly what we need to learn today because we just have this issue right now. So yes, those skills were extremely valuable and very on time. The overall impact on the training to my personal and professional development, I can't even quantify it. It was amazing to be able to spend that much time with the people that were in the class as well as the instructors. The training that was provided has definitely helped us rise above some of our other competitors in the area.
In the beginning, when we started with the consultant course, it was very exciting and very new. Every day was a challenge, or every time we would meet, every Tuesday, it was a challenge to learn new tasks and to see how they would play in our everyday environment. My initial expectations were I wanted to be able to pass the 𝗬𝗶𝗄𝗏. And going through the course, I took very studious notes, all preparing me for that accomplishment. The instructors, they held very true to every piece of literature that was provided for us for the 𝗬𝗏 to take, and I was able to actually complete it and pass it due to the consulting course. I wanted to learn more. I did not want to just be a top-level user. I wanted to know how everything worked with the system, and the best way for me to gain that knowledge was to see it from ground up and from the start to finish. So going into the consultant courses allowed me to really get that information and to uncover all of the different facets of Business Central, from all of the accounting to warehouse setup, everything literally from A to Z. The quality and relevance of the content of the training is right on cue. I use it every day in everyday use of Business Central, as well as it was relevant to taking the 𝗬𝗏 and preparing me for those questions that the test offered. The instructors that covered the course, the consultant course, it's amazing that these individuals can hold the amount of knowledge that they hold, and they retain it just so well. There wasn't a question that we came up with that they weren't knowledgeable for or could not get a quick answer within moments of just doing a little bit of refreshing or digging around on the screen. The overall impact on the training that was provided was tremendous. I would not be where I'm at today if I would not have taken that leap of faith and just started the course.
So what is it about this training that really makes it different? You've already heard what Michael and Whitney have to say about their experiences as students in our training, but let's get into some of the details and why this training is incredibly different. Our course is delivered by Microsoft certified trainers who possess a wealth of experience not only as consultants, but also as end users of Microsoft Business Central. This dual perspective ensures the training is grounded in real-world application, offering our team insights that go beyond theoretical knowledge. And we use our own materials that we've developed over 15 years of training on Business Central. All of the material taught is rooted in real-world application, and our instructors tell the stories that help our students connect with that material because they've lived those stories in their own work and in their work with our customers. On top of this, instructors are always live and present during online sessions with your team members. Nothing is recorded. The program emphasizes peer learning through scenario-based exercises, and this approach facilitates the practical application of concepts and encourages team members to engage deeply with the material and learn from each other's experiences and viewpoints. Unlike generic training programs, this course is also designed with a clear focus on role-based business processes and consulting skills, ensuring your team members can translate their learning into practical solutions for your clients and enhancing service delivery and competitive edge. This course offers materials that are designed to be easily consumable, respecting the attention span and retention capabilities of your team, making the learning process both efficient and effective. Moving away from traditional learning paradigms, this course incorporates a variety of innovative learning methods, including writing, video role-playing, creation of demos, texting, and interactive sessions. These diverse teaching techniques cater to different learning preferences, ensuring that every team member can fully engage with and benefit from the training. At the very end, the course ends with a capstone project. Students begin working on the project on day one of the class, and they continually apply what they're learning to their project. At the end of the course, students present a more complex requirements-based customer scenario solution in an instance of Business Central that they have implemented over the course of the class. So I'm sure you're wondering what exactly is covered in these particular courses in the Consultants Accelerator. I'll tell you that there's 2 semesters And semester 1 focuses on utilization of the software. What is the functionality that's included with the software? What are the things that they need to know to be proficient in getting around the software, in making sure they understand the amount of system administration that's needed, how documents flow through the system. We look at the day in the life processes for all of the major areas of the system, and we cover a little bit of advanced functionality as well, making sure they're exposed to the other features of the software where there isn't enough adequate time to cover those in detail. And of course, they have the capstone project. Semester 2 is really focused on functional consulting as a skill, as well as implementation of Business Central. We cover things like requirements gathering, how to quote a project, dealing with difficult conversations and change management, and surprises, user adoption. And we spend at least half of the course going through step-by-step how they can do an implementation with Business Central. Don't forget, through the whole process, they're hands-on in their own copy of Business Central, doing their implementation to present in their capstone project at the end of the class. I know you want to know how much time it takes for these classes, so let's talk about that as well. What is the investment of time? We know that with these courses, with semester 1 and semester 2, that learners are going to attend 2 4-hour class sessions every week, and they typically spend about 4 to 8 hours on homework during that week as well. So over about 8 weeks, they spend 100 to 130 hours on training, depending on how much time they spend on the homework. And of course, you want to know what the cost is. In 2024, we have 2 different ways for you to participate in the Consultants Accelerator course. There is a public course that's intended for individual students, and the dates for those start times are listed on the slide here. There is early bird pricing available, and the cost at this time is $7,500 per student. If you're looking for a Consultants Accelerator just for your team, and I have to tell you, this is what a lot of larger companies will do, you can schedule this course when it works for you on your schedule, and you can include some customization with the course as well. If you want additional sessions added to the agenda, we can certainly do that. And we start the course at a cost of $5,200 per student with a 10-student minimum to begin. If you want to enroll more students, of course, volume discounting is available. Overall, when you look at the difference between what it costs for you to train somebody using traditional training versus our Consultants Accelerator program, and just the difference in utilization, in being able to be billable so much faster, your return on investment is massive and, most importantly, very fast. If this is something that's piqued your interest, or maybe if you're just considering it for some time in the future, I'd love to talk with you about your training needs. There's a link to my scheduling tool here. I'd love for you to schedule a call to talk with me at any time, and we can go over exactly what it is that you need for you or for your company. So everybody, I've added another link on here as well. If you want to get on the wait list for the next Consultants Accelerator, you can choose the link at the bottom of this slide and put in your information, and we'll get in touch with you when we get a little bit closer to the August date for this course to find out how you would like to participate, or if you're looking for some custom training with your team, put in some information in the notes there, or just schedule a time to meet with me. I'd love to talk with you about our Consultants Accelerator program.
Did your team ever really get good training to understand how to use your business software? Do you think you could use more features of your software if you just knew how? Are you frustrated with inefficiency that never seems to get better? Do you suspect that there just has to be a better way, but you don't know what that is? We believe every company can benefit from increased efficiency and higher utilization of their software, and that it's possible to have fun while learning exactly how to do that. The experts at 𝗬𝗎 Strategies work with frustrated Business Central and NAV users who struggle to use their system and find the answers they need. We teach them to truly understand how the system can support their business processes to make immediate and lasting improvements. As a result, they get more done in less time, make better decisions, and even love their system. Please contact us at getyournewview.com to get started.